time. Hello and welcome to this 2025 NBLL stream featuring the home team of SK Jižní Město, hosting the traveling away team of crosstown rivals LCC Radotín Custodes Red. I'm Brian Whitmer. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight on this NBLL YouTube stream. Feel free to shout it from the rooftops. You know, tell all your friends, hey, we're about to have a classic crosstown rivalry between SK Jižní Město and LCC Radotín. Karl Mokri will approach the face-off dot, awaiting his dueling mate of Honza Dobiash, most likely Honza Dobiash. Karl Mokri doing a fantastic job stepping in for Andras Streblik. Andras Streblik playing a Junior B season with the Gloucester Griffins out in Ontario. Your starting goalkeepers for today, the home team represented by Martin Bartuszka, and it looks like Jakub Mares will be in the goal first for the Red Custodes. Everything all set here as the clocks appear to be functioning, and the first whistle has blown, and Dobiash able to pull it out, but Szymon Kuchera very quick on that first ball. Ball only bounced maybe once before Szymon Kuchera jumps on that one. Łukasz Kuchera, the leading leading point scorer for the NBLL so far. Hansa Polak trying to get top side. Illegal screen called against Kuchera, Szymon Kuchera. His brother Łukasz, the left-handed side. Szymon Kuchera, the right-handed transition player. A little confusion here as we decide which Jižní Město player will hand the ball off to, but that is eventually Stedry. Find Plakacek looked not afraid to shoot ever. Toe save Mares, first save of the game, as Vimala bodies Shamai, but eventually Plakacek able to get out of that reset. That will be a full new 30. Got to be careful not to hold it against his chest here. We also got to be careful as Radotín not to commit a foul. Good defense, good offense. Both teams there. Matej Kressel coming up with the ball. Kressel nursing a little bit of an injury, he told me, the inside of his hamstring. Kressel, one of the two fastest players in the NBLL. We did have a tie at the All-Star game in 2024. Rolik can't get that one on target. Bounce up into the net, and Bartuszka will gather. And Maciej Rzeźniczek has a nice, easy clear up to the Pavel Doshli. Doshli swing to his wrong side, but there is no real wrong side for Pavel Doshli. Great defensive help there. Looks like Matej Barak was the help player there. As Martin Hodan thought about making a run for it, but bailed out. He'll let the league's leading scorer move the ball up to Jirka Loskot. Jirka Loskot moved over from LC Custodes White. Loskot, the leading leader of assists in 2024. And looks like he'll have hit another assist here to Hansa Polak. Hansa Polak going between the legs of Bartuszka. So that Loskot move within the LCC teams, the two teams in the league. So you do see Loskot coming over, joining that left side of Prohaska and Łukasz Kuchera. And last year leading the goal scoring was Tomasz Knotek. It might have been all points. I'm not 100% sure about that. I do apologize if I have the incorrect, but Loskot was a major contributor to obviously the success that Kuchera and Knotek had. So I think they're both happy to see him back in the lineup. Tobias Petrak, not a major goal scorer. He'll head off, but he did have the all-important goal. And we should mention the Winterlax Cup, as Tobias Petrak was able to tie the game with just seconds left, which eventually gave Jižní Město the opportunity to win the game in overtime, taking home the Winterlax Cup. So, well, LCC is the traditional powerhouse here in Prague, in the Czech Republic, in the NBLL as well. That's not necessarily a recent guarantee. Loskot tracking down Bayer. Bayer can't get a hold of that thing. That's still an LCC shot clock. Should not be a reset here. Shot clock will go against LCC. Tomasz Rod has the hand up as Bayer will head to the penalty box. Barak holding his head. I didn't see what the cross check is the call. Took my eye off of that for just a second. Oh man, as Beyer sat down here, I'm in a very rickety set of scaffolding. There's a lot of duct tape on this thing. And Beyer sat down pretty heavily in that penalty box, and I am not a religious person, but I am praying. For Loscott, looking behind the net. Kuchera, not fast. Oh, there he does have it. So true to form. There's another Loscott assist. Perfect pass, perfect timing from Kuchera. Kuchera adds a goal to his total. And Loscott has a point an assist on both of these goals. 2-0 your score early in this one. Jižní Město did have a shot first, but not really much of a cohesive offense so far. Good handle there from Hansa Fischer. Haven't heard his name yet. Will be double, triple teamed. Ouch, that's gonna hurt. Doschli can't get away from Hodan. That will be over and back. Good, simple, fundamental pressure from Martin Hodan. We'll see if that rattled the cage of Hansa Fischer at all. That might have been his first touch of the game. Vesely handles that errant pass. Szymon Kuchera wasn't paying attention. Loscott can't handle that originally. Does come away with it. Great check there from Maciej Gizal. From his back is Loscott trying to play. Prohaska hit as well by Compass, and Compass coming up with that one. Compass making the wise decision to bail out. Has Stanek. Stanek playing his first season with Jižní Město after playing a season on loan to Malešice. Good play in front. Good, nice assist from Albert Stedry to Jakub Plakaček. Beautiful timing, beautiful pass. I thought it might have been a force, but Szymon Kuchera picked off there nicely. Jakub Plakaček in and out of the lineup the past few years, but he has played just about every game this season. A welcome reintroduction to Jižní Město. Now Fischer has Marish off his post for just a second, but returning to the crease. Something flies off there. Up ahead is Kuchera. Pass from Vimla, can't connect. And Poirus, he'll make a nice smooth pass up to Doschli. See if Hayek will press. Bouncer from Fischer, can't connect. Can't step his own rebound there, and over and back will award the ball to Custodes Red. Kuchera, no rush. Lukáš Kuchera did just graduate 8th grade. So we do welcome him to high school next year. I don't see where that ball went, but stuck in the pads of Bartushka. Could be a bit of press here. Knotek forcing Stanek back to the middle. They'll get over in 10. Bambushek. Not much of a... Might have had Shamai for just a quick second there, but Plakaček off the legs pad of Maresh. That's a available ball there. Full 30. Maciej Jezicek moves it down the side. Plakaček, he's not afraid to shoot. Bambushek, also a known trigger man of this Jižní Město offense, but a clean save there from Maresh. Has Szymon Kuchera. Jirka Loscott all the way up. But that pass, Szymon Kuchera, not on target. Martin Hodan swats that ball down. Has Szymon Kuchera up ahead, just over the stick of Fischer. Szymon Kuchera, back-to-back turnovers. Not a stat you want to have. Martin Schruta will be pressed by Doschli. Custodes Red, the only unbeaten team remaining in the NBLL. Jižní Město suffering just 1 defeat so far. 11-10 lost to Zbraslav a few weeks ago, but an otherwise perfect record as they have just 2 games remaining. This half of the season. Šimon Kučera up to Lukáš Kučera, down to the corner of Lacrosse. Watched there by Plešmid, up to Polák. Polák guarded there by Paulus. Good defense there from the young defender. Kučera checked just a perfect time. Knotek gathers that one, 3 to shoot. Stopped by Bartuška. Plešmid will be watched by Tomáš Knotek. Tobias up to Bambušek. Fisher for Stedry. Stedry has a lane. And he's going to tuck one far on Marish. Albert Stedry has really come out of his shell this season in 2025. Did play last year. Was certainly one of the youngest players in the league last year, and maybe a little gun shy, but that confidence has not been an issue this season in 2025 as he has a little bit of a lane there as Martin Hodan closes the gap but doesn't close it all the way. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication there from Kressel and Hodan. Matěj Barak will check Matěj Žežníček, and Kressel blasts Žežníček into the boards. Good pressure there. That hamstring looks to be just fine in my opinion. And Šimon Kučera will have to run by the light forechecking pressure of Matěj Žežníček. Vesely, Lacrosse. Rolig, back for Lacrosse. Lacrosse, checked free by Bayer, if I can say it wrong, sorry. Richard Kodim gets by Šimon Kučera, who's known for having fast feet, so Kodim making a nice play to get around the forecheck. Fisher does have a lane underneath. Stop Marish. Oh, Marish gonna almost throw that one back in. That's gotta be 4 seconds against the goaltender. 4 seconds in the crease. Fisher almost unable to convert that one, but they'll take the possession. A look underneath. So where Stedry did have Plakaček underneath, Plakaček couldn't find Stedry underneath. Kučera has Hayek, cutting Hansa Polák. Tomáš Hayek back for, wow, what a nice give and go. Beautiful little 1-2 passing there from Hayek and Lukáš Kučera. Lukáš Kučera, the one-timer. Tomáš Hayek has probably one of the hardest shots of any player in the league, but you really don't see it much in games. They say, what is that, with great power comes great responsibility, and Tomáš Hayek really doesn't let the Dragon breathe very often. Karel Mokry not having a great night at the face-off dot so far. There's another ball trickles into the stick of a Jižní Město player. Došli, watched by Kressel. Došli has the top side. Stedry looking down for Fisher, was wide open on the backside for a good solid 2 seconds. Bouncer goes wide. Oh, that was a reset signaled by the... That should be over and back. Petrok very lucky there. Plakaček will join Stedry on the left side. Bambušek. Shot off the mark. Vimla can't have that one clean. Able to get a shot off that one is Plakaček. Fantastic effort there with dying seconds. And Vimla, 2 mistakes in a row. Fisher tries to get over top of Shruta. That's not going to go well. Shruta, a national team defender and one of the nicest guys around, but certainly don't try to. Oh, Hayek sneaks another bullet pass in there for Loscott. Loscott was streaking by or did not see the man in behind him. An unfortunate misconnection there for Jirka Loscott. Hayek could have had back-to-back assists there. So you do see Vimala and Vodolan standing, the two tall defenders, roughly the same height and certainly the same hair length. Doshli over Bambushek. 4 righties on the floor for Jižní Město. Getting a shot off is Stanek. Might have been yep, Stanek with the shot. Up and off the arm of Marash out of bounds. Rewards Jižní Město with 30 more seconds to play. Bambushek. Certainly not a strong shot, but placement is everything as Bambushek dips that stick to the inside, pulls it back short side on Kuba Marash. I think Marash might want to have a look back at this one and say, you know, how did I miss that? Yeah, you can see his head kind of throws his head, steps off his pipe just for a second there. Had a clean look at it. I was wondering if there might have been a bit of a screenshot there, but Marash just not able to step where he needs to step on that one. Tomasz Knotek with the ball and a stick. Head for Barak. Barak will change. No, Barak will stay. What do I know? Knotek over the top of Petrok. That one off the mark. Loscott down for Prohaska. Oh, one-timer for Knotek, can't connect. 5 to shoot still. There's a shot from Knotek. Fleshmid will not push his luck in transition. Zheznicek and Vejmelka giving Knotek a piece of their mind on the way off the floor. Vodolan will watch Plakacek. Vimala must have a hole in his stick or something, unable to come up with these loose balls when the captain is usually known for. Kressel down the alley, and that one will trickle through. Jeez. Oh, back-to-back unhappiness for the goaltenders as Marash not happy with himself on Bambushek's shot, but Bartushka making the save on this one, and then just enough spin on the ball, enough English to kind of roll through. You'll see here, oh, had it in the inside glove there. That does happen. A penalty had been assessed, I guess, at some point, but that penalty will be washed out by the goal. Kressel's hamstring looks fine to me. Bambushek trying the same spot, testing his luck. That ball flipped ahead for Vodolan. Plakacek could have taken his head off. That was a dangerous pass for Vodolan there, but all's well. And another Vimala had maybe a couple more steps. Could have lined up Doshli there, but everyone's still eating their food with a fork and knife. No straws tonight. Good hard shot from Stanek. Up to the task is Kupamarash, and clearing the ball out is Shimon Kuchera, watched by the young Poiras. Loscott down for Prokaska. Being eaten alive is Prohaska by Matej Zizal, and here comes Matej Zheznicek all alone. Nobody. Oh, and right off the logo of Marash. Unfortunate to see there. Is a great opportunity squandered there for Jižní Město. But a great heads-up play, good pick, and I'd say pick 6, but missing the 6 part. Kuchera was in behind Vojta Paulus for a second there. Sorry, my brain was just off for a quick second. And slow out the doors, Jižní Město, but that would have been a break for Bambushek. Petrok not passing anyway. Good loose ball there from Hansa Polak. Kressel on the run. Has Kuchera. Kuchera doesn't miss. Back-to-back points for Kressel, and Kuchera just, again, the one, I think Kuchera's had the ball in his stick a total of 3 seconds. Our videographer finding some wonderful fans in the stands. Nice crowd out here tonight. Watch some NBLL action on a Thursday night. Matej Gizal comes up with that one. Filip Rolik with a little bit of pressure. Gizal, an absolute specimen at just 16 years old. Might be 17 now, but either way, not. Oh. That will do it for the period. Matej Brock swirling around into the offensive end, which will now become their defensive end as we enter the second quarter. Lots of first quarter action here as Radotín does restore their lead to 2, 5-3 after the first quarter. I'm Brian Weber. We will be back with 2025 NBLL action after this. So we do see Bartushka and Maras returning to their cages, and Mokri and Dobiash returning to the center X. The whistle has blown, and Mokri able to maybe win his first clamp of the contest. Vimola having to do the hard work. Moves the ball up to Kuchera. Kuchera behind the goal for Knotek. Knotek uncharacteristically unable to catch that ball. Knotek third in points coming into the night. Looking to catch his younger brother Matiasz for second place after a big night in Jižní Město. Good check there by, desperation check from a shot there off the leg pads. Good save, Bartushka. Barak already back. Oh, play up and over. Mikhail Shamai couldn't handle that one. But a good look. Mikhail Shamai has an interesting skill set. Player with a background of intercross. For those of you unfamiliar with intercross, keep it that way. Filip Rolik has Knotek wide open down below him, but unable to see that. Matej Gizal in transition. Can't bury that. I believe it was off the glove of Maresh, but Pepa Vodolan moving the ball up to Kuchera. Vodolan also an intercross star, I'm told. Lost God. Can't get that one on cage. Had almost too much time to shoot. Had to think about it. Bombushek for Stedry. Stanek will spin it for Doshli. Fisher swimming over the Stedry, the great backdoor attempt. Can't get that one on target, but Hayek has Vesely coming out the door, but he'll opt to play it smart. Tomasz Hayek throwing the ball with his left hand. That's cool. Not a normal sight. Knotek down below. Has a lane underneath. That one bounced up off the leg pad. That'll be, whoa. That should be a reset. Officials do make mistakes. We'd hate to see that one. Wow. Kuba Marish keeps the universe at peace with a beautiful between the legs save. Good check there, Barak. Good help. Shamai underneath. Stedry. Off target. Gathers zone rebound. Sees Fisher. Photo on Ken double. Jižní Město sending out a defensive player in advance. That will be a reset. Going through the crease was Shamai. Or maybe checking Hodan's stick in the crease. Not sure which to call, but in any case, Barak will pass the ball up to Kuchera, and Custodes will return to the offensive set after too quick. No holding there, but just about the line of it. Skipping. Kuchera swimming over. Can't get a shot on target there. Good forecheck there by Rolik, I believe. Bayer, new to the sport this year. Bounce pass over for Stanek, joined by Doshli. Wow, there's no way that one was getting through. I think he actually stung his own player, but really no lane there for Doshli. Knotek up for Prochaska. We'll see. Knotek swimming through. I believe he meant to fake that one. Whoa, here's a swim move. Kuchera on the backside. Good action from Tomasz Knotek. Prochaska. Kuchera. Pick. Kuchera going underneath again. Up for Knotek. Shot off the bar again. Knotek had 3 good shots in a row. The first one turned aside. No shot there, so they'll have 20 to play. Good save, Bartushka. Fisher will be double teamed as Kuchera has a reset. Off the official. Prochaska doesn't care who it's off. So another 25 seconds here for an LCC as they will go strong. One defensive player can go. Fisher diving. Got a great shot there. Actually, the slip and fall might have given him a bit better angle to see that far side, but Marsh kind of read it the whole way and able to make the save. Goaltending on both sides maybe stepped up a little bit in the second quarter here. Shimon Kuchera. Nice pick there for Polak. Polak, not sure how he snuck this one through. Not a stellar angle. I can't wait for a replay on this one. I'd love to spot Hansa Polak's feet at the time of the goal. So he's below that white line. What could that angle be at? That angle must be, I wasn't the math guy. He's off the camera. He's off the camera. Camera actually missed Hansa Polak. That's how low of an angle he had. Skips it right up under the bar, but they don't ask how pretty they were. They just ask how many. Hansa Polak extending the lead for Radotín. The first goal of the second quarter has been largely a defensive showcase so far. I will be having a candy bar at halftime. Bit of a word salad. It's not easy to do commentary by yourself, especially when you don't like the sound of your own voice. Beyer on a breakaway. Maresh doing a stellar job for having to deal with 3 breakaway attempts, one for Jižní, once for Gizal. A shot in the other direction from Knotek turned aside. I won't say effortlessly, but Knotek underneath. Tries to go up over the top of Bartushka. Bartushka playing his position strong and forcing that shot out to the outside. Petrak will go for a jaunt. And hand the ball off to Stanek to Bambushek. Stedry watched by Shimon Kuchera. Bambushek off the pipe again. He'll have a little bit of ways to run here, but he will have the ball all to himself. Full 30 seconds here to play. It is a reset off the bar and another 30 seconds once the team in possession does pick that ball up. So you are awarded the full 30 seconds once possession is gained. Doshli skips that one off the inside thigh of Maresh. Maresh might want this one back as well, but a good look at this rebound over top of 3 players. You'll see it again from this angle. Over the top of Stanek, over the top of Maresh. Hodan maybe a little slow coming up the backside there, but again, they don't ask how pretty, they ask how many. So Pavel Doshli adding to his very large career total of goals. Pavel Doshli, one of the more, I don't know if he's the most senior player in the NBLL. I know that Daniel Jacques is quite older. Wow, Hansa Fischer paying the price on that dive, but what a handle and an empty net with, as Maresh did leave his goal to go out and play the ball out the back. Bringing this one within 5 is Hansa Fischer. Good initial pressure there from Hansa Barak, but Pepa Vodolan just kind of walking around behind the goal. Another, so make it take it here for Jižní Město. Actually, off that Doshli goal, the 5-hole goal, there has been 0 LCC possession. So while face-off, people say face-offs don't really matter in box lacrosse, and I'm maybe in that camp, unless you could just play make it take it. Wow, and there it is, Stedry. Oh, sorry, no, they're gonna blow this one off for a crease call. I thought that was just a very strange celebration as he's just sprinting to his own bench, but a good play underneath, but the official right there in position to call that one off. I'd like to see it back. I wonder if it was just a toe, but it looked like a good goal to me. A quick shot for playing a lot of defense by Hansa Polak, but here comes Vojta Paulus. Trying to get by Lukáš Kuchera and a sliding Hansa Polak. So Polak will change, and Kuchera did a good job running them back and to get back play defense on that one. Off the logo for Bambushek this time. And here comes Kuchera in transition. Has Filip Rolik up ahead. Opting to slow this one down is Kuchera. Prohaska, wow, breaking the stick over the arm of Kuchera was Fischer. And wow, Tomáš Knotek just sticks that one. Similar to the shot of Bambushek, except the opposite side of the goal, but not a hard shot whatsoever, but just sidearm kind of around his defender, around the big body of Jižní. Yeah, you can see it here. No one ever sees a thing. Impossible for a goaltender to get an eye on that one. If you could see it, you could save it, but if you can't see it, man, you're just hoping you get hit with that ball. But Doshli, the agile legs to get that ball off the face-off. Jižní Město continues to dominate draw control. Hansa Dobiash, the initial draw man, can't handle that one, but would have been a very, Vesely, the bounce pass up ahead from Vimala. I'm not sure. I don't want that ball. I mean, if you can convert it, that's a big goal, but Vesely now forced to track back and play some defense. No help here as Doshli gets Main Street. Stedry. Hodan up ahead, all alone. He'll have Loscott coming in off the door. Floated in front, Twister can't connect. Voitopoulos has that ball checked free by Hodan, but he's able to come out with it. Up for Gizal. Little forecheck here from Hayek. Stanek down for Bambushek. Doshli. Looking inside for Shamai. Kreshlo forces that one free with the help of Shimon Kuchera. Kuchera elects to slow this one down as 4 righties are on the floor. Joined by Kuchera to balance things out. Knotek tries a shot from a Hunza Polak angle. That looks a lot like 4 seconds to me, but that ball thrown carelessly away to Vimala. No real numbers here. Looked a little bit like 6 Jižní Město players for a quick second. Maybe I'm seeing things. Knotek. Kuchera on the far side, watched by Poirus. Rolik. Lots of people playing goalie for Jižní there. Pleshman could have a break here. Rolik slow to get to the door, and Vodolan will have no chance of getting there in time. Another breakaway save from Kuba Maresh. And now numbers, no real numbers get back the other way as Jižní Město opted to leave their 3 defenders back. Man, if Jižní Město could capitalize on these breakaways, they'd have 4 goals. Rolik, another blind shot. Oh, did he touch it? Loscott did touch it, so that ball travels up out of bounds. If he had not touched it, the low official was not aware of what was going on. Well, that's okay. A full floor press here, and Vimala will pick that one off. Ball ahead. Shimo Kuchera leaves his feet. Martin Bartushka not happy about this. Thrown away the past 2 or 3 clears. Anytime Jižní Město's really had to pass for a clear, there's no help back, and guys are coming off the bench in this long door change, going into their offensive end, and no one's tracking back to help Bartushka clear this ball. So good forecheck there from a full, call it whatever you want, or a red dog or a 10-man ride, but the box lacrosse version, I guess you'd call it a 5-man, or 6-man if the goalie's involved, but he's not. Kressel will have, looks to 3 to clear, but he'll get there. Has Knotek across the floor, Kuchera down below, and Loscott joins the party. Good check there, Petrock. 10 to play. Skips through for Knotek. Knotek can't find the goal, but a beautiful pass, great pass placement from Kuchera. Plakacik and Stedry, so the strongest 2 lefties of this Jižní Město club are out there. Stanek, the youngster. Stedry down for Plakacik again. We've already seen 1 goal here this way. Big check there, Barak. Backdoor cut. Stanek down for Doshli. Tough pass to handle, but finding Shamai. And here goes Kuchera. Has to outrun Bayer. Bayer really moving quite quickly here. Goes Twister. Can't connect. Shimo Kuchera. The Kuchera brothers are all over the place, but Bartushka shuts the door. And timeout called by Radotín. I'm having a hard time seeing this clock here, but it looks like 90 seconds to play. Yep, minute 32 to play. Back-to-back saves for Bartushka. Great heads-up play for Radotín. 2 breakaway opportunities, but shutting the doors, Bartushka, very Marish-esque to deny the breakaway. But the hustle from Max Beyer really getting back there. Didn't touch Kuchera, didn't stop him from shooting, but really forced him to, you don't have all day to do your, have your breakaway. I'm gonna make you shoot, you have to run hard and maybe force the issue. Prohaska will have Knotek, Polak, and Rolik on his right side. Kuchera down low, joining as a lefty. Kuchera versus Pleshmid. That one checked free. Poirus has Jeshicek up ahead. That's a tough pass to handle. Shruta will not. Wow, a behind the back pass from Kupamarish. Shruta moves it quickly up to Prohaska. And Loskot will join to make this a strong left-handed side. I think Loskot might have stepped in the crease, so he cannot play that ball. Dan Mielka with a loose ball there. Has Stedry in behind him. And there's a great door play. Albert Stedry brings us back within 2. Great pass from Mielka, just kind of floated up only where the recipient can grab it. Stedry calmly has all the time in the world to just put that one right over the shoulder of Marish. Another face-off win for Dobiash. Pleshman moves it ahead to Bambushek. And a timeout for Jižní Město. Just under 26 here to play. Sorry, 28 seconds to play. We put a little bit of time back on the clock. The game clock and the shot clock should be very, very similar if they're off by 1 or 2 seconds. Looks like Bartushka will head to the bench, so we will see a 6-on-5. So 6-on-5 here. Looked for Jižní Město to just kind of hold this ball for the first 20. 2 lefties are Plakacik and Stedry. Oh, wow. Shimo Kuchera has this ball. Vimola will have a shot. Not on target. Would have been over and back. Oh, wow. Interesting call here from going against Custodes, checking from behind, and Shimon Kucherov will sit for the last, well, he'll sit for 2 minutes or less, but the last 14 seconds of this half. Let's see if Jižní Město will go 6-on-4. 10 seconds to play here. Vimola could have run that one all the way down with no goaltender. Tomáš Hayek doesn't miss. With 1 second to play. I have seen Tomáš Hayek at LCC Radotín since he was a young man, just kind of throwing that ball all over the place. Lives right across the street, and just for times just like this, if there's anyone you want shooting that ball with 2 seconds left from deep, it's Tomáš Hayek. No bounce, right straight to the net. However, the Shimon Kuchera goal will not be released. And Jižní Město will have a power play going into the second half. But thanks to Tomáš Hayek, they will have a 3-goal lead at the half. I'm Brad Wimmer. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you after this break.
Můžeš taky v pohodě, pokud bude chtít.
Hello and welcome back to second half action. It looks like Monish will remain in the goal for LC Red, Custodes Red, but however, Jižní Město will make a goaltending change. Tomáš Čekal heading back to the goal. Tomba missing a little bit of the season, most of the season so far with a knee injury. Glad that was rehabbed non-surgically, and he'll have his first touch in the form of a pass up to Petrak. Vimala was down on the face-off there, as Šimon Kučera does still have about 1:30 to serve in his penalty. That penalty, of course, resulting in 2 empty net opportunities for Custodes. The second one cashed in on by Tomáš Hayek. That one will be a reset a bouncer up off of the chest pad of Monish. Petrak will change off for Stedry on the power play. Your score matching the jersey of Kupo Plešmid in form of 6-9. Not in the favor of Plešmid, as Custodes do have a lead there. Almost cut down by the shot of Plakacek. Good loose ball from Vimala, not allowing any extra opportunities. So we do have 45 to play. They can't kill the entire penalty on this one, but can take a healthy chunk out of it. Loscott down to the corner with Kučera. Kučera threatened by Bayer, but unfazed is the first test of Čekal in the form of a relatively easy save on Honza Polak's shot to the 5-hole. So Došli will have 15 seconds to play with his power play. Up ahead for Bambušek. Stedry, joined by Plakacek on the left side. Oh, that one narrowly missed the top corner. Wide open top corner was available. And Šimon Kučera has joined the fray, and we are 5-on-5. Barak can't handle that one clean. Vesely over for Loscott. Loscott working with Prohaska. Underneath Vemelka. Shot, that one might be in. Yep, there she goes. Another shot, not a great opportunity for Loscott, but between the legs of Čekal. Unable to sit on that one. And the ball does eventually roll between the legs of, so hard to see from this angle, but I guarantee, and you see Plešmid and Paulus both in there trying to stop that ball, but you can see it there fully over the line. Loscott has another one. Sorry, another point. I believe it's his first goal of the game. I can check thanks to our great partner of Point Bench, supplying all of our, oh, that could be a return to the penalty box for Custodes. Stedry, seeing if he can wipe that one out, but the other Kučera brother, Lukáš, heading to the penalty box. Same penalty as his brother, checking from behind. Kučera arguing that wasn't much of anything. I would give possession back to White. I don't know if I'd give 2 minutes for that, but hey, what do I know? I'm up in a rickety tower. Scaffolding. So Kučera will sit for 2 minutes or less as Fischer circles the net. Došli was open in front. Stedry far side. Plakacek up high. Cycling the ball well is Jižní Město. Over for Stedry. Oh, had a lane right over Shruta's shoulder. Up and out of bounds, no touch there. Playing a game of where's the ball. Rolik in the corner to start this one. Maybe not what the Custodes want to be doing. One of the younger offensive players. He'll fight through a pick. Still 19 to play here. They'll try to take a chop out of this. Loscott baits Gizal into chasing the stick over the head there. Has a good shot. Save Čekal. Looks like we'll have Shamai joined by Doshli, Plakacek, Stedry, and Bambushek. Fisher absent from this power play. Cutting through. A scissor play there intended for Bambushek. Barak ahead for Hodan. 35 seconds to kill in this penalty. They're not going to be able to do that again, once again. Unable to kill the entire penalty this possession, but Hodan will have a ball up for Vesely, and they'll escape the pressure. Loscott has one coming out off the bench. 5 seconds to play in the shot clock. Polak has a shot, goes wide, and that will be a clear for Jižní Město as that ball rolls down into their offensive end. So they can send their 5 right away. No need to spend power play time clearing that one. They have 6 seconds on their power play. Stanek can't handle that one. Full strength. Marash, light work of that one. And Kuchera will just have to go for a run past Fisher. A 10-second violation, failure to clear. Doshli leaves it for Stedry, watched by Hayek. Vimal up on Stanek. That one, I believe, struck a white player. That's friendly fire. Flip pass into the stick of Cobra. Here comes Tomasz Hayek. Covering back is Stedry. Polak, Vesely will work together on the right side. Kuchera plays Rolik. Rolik back to Kuchera. Shot save. Prohaska gets the rebound on that one. They'll both play for full 30 there. Rolik loves to shoot. Vemelka can't get that one up. Had Petrok running. An unfortunate situation for Jižní Město. Prohaska over the top. Looking for Polak. Polak. He shot. Had Rolik down low. Looks him off. Tomasz Czekal is being tested at the 5-hole like no other, but up to the task so far. Another hard and low underhand shot from Plakacek. Kuchera stepping to the high side. Loscott down for Kuchera. Kuchera, Knotek. Knotek will shoot over the shoulder of Dobiash. Another save. Swallowing that one up. Czekal. Good forecheck there by Knotek. Wojtopoulos is going to have to run for this one. Wearing a lot of checks, and here comes Matej Barak. Reading that bounce beautifully was Matej Barak. Now the two transition players of Barak and Kuchera will play together on the right side. Kuchera stopped by Czekal once again. Loscott, wonderful loose ball there. I wonder why there was no reset. 10 to play. Good check there from Pleshman. Throws Knotek off. And there's finally a breakaway goal for Jižní Město as Kuba Pleshman scores the first goal for Jižní Město of this half. Returning it to a 3-goal deficit. A diving effort. Another face-off win by Jižní Město. Dominant. Bambushek down for Doshli. Great defense there, Martin Hodan. The two longtime national team teammates. That one just off the mark. Still bouncing. No time to play here really for, I don't know why Vimola picked that one up. Not a smart decision as the shot clock would have expired. Bayer has a full new 30 seconds. A wide open Shamai. Takes a couple chops there from Vimola. Skip pass all the way over for Plakacek. That one must have been tipped. There's no way. I don't know if I've ever seen Plakacek miss in quite a way. Hayek. Another shot into the logo of Chekhov. I mean, not to say that Chekhov isn't making the saves, but they are looking pretty easy. The shot selection from LCC, not maybe exactly what they want. The same could be said for Jižní Město, however. A bad bounce here. Schruta will have a play on Stanek. 3-2-1. Can't put that one on. Might have done better just to put that one in the corner. 6-1, half dozen the other. So we'll see a strong left side of Loskot, Kuchera, and Prohaska, joined by the two-man side of Polak and Knotek. I would argue this is their top five. This is their power play. We have seen Polak watched by Matej Gizal. Rolling inside is Knotek. Not really getting the top side was Polak. There's gonna be a hand up. That's gonna be a hold on Gizal, I believe. Or Bayer. Was a little bit, somebody was around the neck of Polak. I didn't think it was that major, but you know, maybe looking at the two calls against the Kuchera brothers, it does meet the threshold for a penalty apparently. Bayer returns to the box and again shakes my scaffolding. Loskot down to Kuchera. Play in front for Knotek. Nice save there by Chekhov, but a nice scissor play right away. Same play that Jižní Město ran their last power play. Backdoor, no chance for Chekhov as Knotek, the known shooter, elects to pass, finds Kuchera all alone on the back door there. Completely alone. Vejmelka sniffed out the pass, but maybe a little bit of ball watching there. Instead of looking at the man. Mokri a little early on that one. Maybe a little bit of frustration trying to find a way to win a face-off. Fisher. Not a whole lot of touches on for Fisher so far. I do think that a successful Jižní Město team does have the ball in the stick of Hansa Fischer more often than not, but really hasn't spent a whole lot of time with the ball so far this quarter. No shot there for Doshli. Wisely leaves it on the floor as Kuchera will have to move that ball up to Loskot for your next hidden ball trick. Kuchera looking across. Rolik and Polak trying to work together a little bit. Kuchera over the top. Can't get that one on net. And Prokaska is back. There was a reset, but Prokaska didn't know about it. Kuchera's almost able to come up with that one off the board, and here comes Petrok. Can't connect. Big bounce. What a play by Shamai just to keep it in the conversation, and Shamai bullying Schruta. Polak making it difficult on Hayek. What a catch there by Tomasz Hayek. What a fun player to watch. Vesely joins last off the bench as Loscott tries to work with Kuchera, has him in front just for a second there. No call. 5 to play. Prohaska finds Vesely. Poirus with the loose ball. Good forecheck there from Vesely, but great legs from the young Poira, but he's not going to be like where he ran on that one. Ran into what coaches call the trap or the black hole, that corner there. You want to have a little bit of an escape route. And he ran right into the spider web laid by Jirka Loscott. Not a great pass there from Vemela. 3-on-2 opportunity squandered by LCC, but they still have the ball, so all's well. Rolik will have 10 seconds remaining as Prohaska enters. Kuchera, one more, gets underneath Vejmelka, off the bar. That's a reset. Good, great move by Kuchera. Full 30 there. Kuchera, backdoor, Knotek. Oh my goodness, Tomasz Knotek. Watch the feet of Tomasz Knotek. They don't move. Well, a great pass from Kuchera. Save, not touched. Dobiash in a different county. I'm not sure if that was Wojta Paulus's man behind him. But Tomasz Czekal making the great first save, but can't really ask him to make 2 in a row if the guy hasn't been touched. Dobiash continued in, not continuing to dominate the X as Barak gets out of this one. So a face-off win for LCC. If they score here, it'll be make it, take it. Polak for Kuchera. Kuchera has time. Loscott. There's a make it, take it goal. Wow. Wow. Kuchera down for Loscott. Loscott bouncing another one, 5-hole, I do believe. We'll see on the wonderful replay provided by company named FRWRD. They pronounce it the Czech way, Ferverde. Does have him 5-hole. Yep, Loscott with at least his second of the game. I'll check our stats here for some up-to-date. Karl Mokri not able to come up with that one, but Pleshmid coughs it up, and he'll have to deal with a large, angry Kressel. Launching it down. This is Jižní, but handled by Doshli. Doshli makes a play out of this one. Doshli again, but Vemela collects. Interesting play there. Not so dissimilar from Tomasz Knotek's play. And another goal by Prohaska. Prohaska has off the bench, no one guarding him. Oh, slow off the bench was Bayer there. You see that. And another 5-hole goal there for Prohaska. So 13-7 your score here today so far. So that was Prohaska's first goal of the game. Another great forecheck from LCC, and Shruta will count. They have 2 players in alone. All alone is Polak in front. Stoned by Tomba. So your updates, Tomasz Knotek 2-1 so far. Hayek 2-1. 4-1 for Lukasz Kuchera and Szymon Kuchera with just 1 goal. Hansa Polak has 2. Kressel with 1 and Loscott with 1. Jakim Plakacek, Doshli, Pleshmid, Bambushek all adding 1. Loscott tallies another one, pays the price with Poirus. What a shot there from Loscott, right up over the shoulder. Beautiful ball from Vodolan. Checking point bench, I just have to keep refreshing it. These are live stats, so that is quite easy to do. Karl Mokri with the ball in the stick for the first time. Shimon rolling the ball to his brother. Lukasz Kuchera has had the same padding fall off his equipment 3 times. I'm not sure what that piece is. Prochaska over the top, behind the back. Kuchera in behind the net. Vesely, Vesely and Rolik both fanning on it. Here comes Matej Gizol. Oh, he fans on it as well to end the quarter. So 6 goals to the 1 of Jižní Město in favor of Radotín. 15-7 your current score. Tomáš Krotek hands that piece of padding back to Honza Polak. I have no idea what that is, but Lukasz Kuchera falling apart at the seams. We'd like to congratulate him once again on graduating from elementary school. I'm Brian Weber. We'll be back with 4th and final, maybe final quarter action after this. And we are back. Karol Mokry and Hans Dobiasz squaring up once again. Dobiasz the clear victor in this category, but maybe the only category that Jižní Město can claim dominance in this game so far. Another win. Has Stedry come out of the box. Kuchera pressing that one into becoming a turnover for Jižní Město. Dominik Sika still on the bench here. Radotín electing to go with what's proven to be working. Polak coughs that one up. Petrak is gonna have to leg this one out as Loskot was back to cover Fisher. Stedry, Fisher. Great bury there. Hansa Fischer needs to... Sorry, Albert Stedry had me screwed up again. He was sprinting to the bench after that goal. It's just very similar to when his crease call was... His goal was blown off for a crease call, but sprinting to your bench makes me think that the goal didn't count, but the first strike of this fourth quarter has gone in favor of Jižní Město. We'll see if they can tally 7 more of those. Good pressure there from Tomáš Knotek on Vojtopoulos. Karl Mokry has an easy one he can't come up with. Shamai checked. This Radotín players all over him. Bambušek still has 10 to play. Bit of a broken play there. Bambušek gets past everybody. Swimming, crossbar. And everyone's going to come and try to, wow. All the Jižní players thought the other guy was going to come get it. Tomáš Knotek didn't have any other red jerseys to worry about and just dove on that ball. Couldn't get a hold of Kuchera. Floater to the left, top left corner. Knotek squeezes that one in the short side somehow. Čekal might want this one back. I'm not sure if that was another 5-hole goal or if he just left an inch off his pipe. Following Jižní Město's strike, Radotín tallies their first of the fourth quarter. Oh, I just snuck it right in the foot there. Tomáš Čekal with a new set of equipment, maybe some growing pains as those pads flare out. Kressel body Stanek. Šimon Kuchera takes a bump from Vejmelka. Vesely, the smallest player of the 10 grown men going for the ball. Biggest heart comes out with the ball. Lost cut. Rolik's shot will be blocked in front. Still 10 to play. Rolik again pulls the trigger. And here comes Hansa Fischer. Will be watched by Matej Barak, but has Pleshby coming out the door. Shuts the door as Maresh. Wow, what a double leg save there. Gives up on the stick and just shuts the door with both leg pads. Kuchera steps over the top. Plays a 3-man side with Loscott entering last. Wow. Making it look easy as Jirka Loscott. I think he would more identify as a hockey player, but when he is able to suit up and play lacrosse with the Custodes, he makes it look easy. Setting that fake pick. Really making Ricard Kodim think he's going to set a pick, but just slipping right through. An absolute masterclass from Jirka Loscott in a 2-man game there. Sorry, 3-man side. Another good 2-man game from Stedry and Plakacek. Need to see more of this one as well. That's the second time. I think that was maybe the first goal of the game that looked literally carbon copy of this goal right here. Mokry and Hodan not communicating. Very much a dangerous pair when they can work together, but for whatever reason, we're not seeing enough of these two. Loscott working with Kuchera. Illegal screen called. Česnicek might have a... Oh, Kuchera, nice play there. Gets the stick up. Has Rolik. Let's play offense for 30 seconds, says Mr. Kuchera. Loscott down for Progaska. Rolik loves his trigger finger. Doesn't get many on goal, but does love to shoot the ball. Good battle in front there from Pukacek and Kressel. Three or four calls of possible. I'm sorry, it wasn't. I'm not apologizing for a break in commentary, but I was looking for which one's going to kind of be the one to talk about, as both players were really giving it to each other, and kind of wanted to see what was going to happen. Oh, slipped underneath. Slip pick from Tomasz Knotek. Lost got down to Kuchera. Knotek. Big shot from the outside. Gathering his own rebound. Oh, up the back of was Loscott over Bayer. Looks like Loscott's going to serve for this one. I'm not sure if there was a little bit of frustration there from Loscott, or maybe he thought he was going to turn. This looks pretty innocent to me. I don't know. What do I know? Whatever your belief system is, the call is the call, and Jižní Město will look to knot their 10th goal of the contest with this power play. Fisher down for Bambushek. Good play in front. Pukacek, beautiful twister, but Mares simply kicks it aside, and a full 30 will be rewarded to Jižní Město. Doshli will circle the back of the net. Looking in front for Bambushek. Maybe getting a touch on that one was Vimola. Pukacek. Stedry, another touch for Vodolan. Look like the Bash brothers, but Stedry was all alone on the back door, but Schruta had a stick in the lane. Fisher spins for Pukacek, down for Stedry. Has Doshli. Fisher. Shot wide. Can't collect. There's a reset. There was an errant reset previously. Vimola kind of trucking through some players here. Oh, and no one wants to guard Lukasz Kuchera. Twister short side. What a stutter step goal there from Lukasz Kuchera. Watch this, stutter left, and I'm going the short side. That's a fun goal. See ya. You know what? SKL actually played that one quite well. I mean, it's 1-on-0, like there's not a whole lot you can do, but he didn't bite on the fake. He was frozen by the fake, but he didn't, jump out of the way of the, he didn't dive to the far side there, or sorry, the short side. LCC does still have to kill the last 30 of that penalty, so that is a short-handed goal for Kuchera. Kuchera spinning off of Shamai. That one can't connect. Rolling into the stick of Mares. Kicked harmlessly to the side as Shamai will have roughly 5 seconds to play on the power play. Doshli will step in for Bambushek, spinning for Stedry. Out of the box will be Loscott. Be aware of the break here. Good check there, Schruta. Still 10 to play. Here goes Loscott. Watched by Poirus. And Loscott will elect to play 5-on-5 lacrosse. Bouncer over for Haska. Knotek. Loscott decides to take that one right off the melon of SKL. Referee's checking in to see if SKL is all right. He's doing just fine. Rolik gets by the pressure of Kodim, but for a while, but then Kodim goes with a nice sweeping underhand check and knocks that ball into the netting. Vimielka. Stedry. Good defense, good two-man defense there from Kressel and Hayek. No real options here. Good check there, good pass there, sorry, for Stedry. And here comes Hodan. And a nice job covering the break for Jižní Město. No real options there for Radotín, and if you can slow them down, you do stand a chance. If you give up the breakaway game and start playing this transition lacrosse, then there's few better teams. There are no better teams in the NBLL. Yeah, there goes the hand up. Jižní will try to get a little more money for. Goes over the head of Loscott. Loscott looks at the referee, says, if you're going to send me to that penalty box for what I did, you have to send Jižní for what he did. Holding the call. Yeah, just up over the neck of Loscott, pulling that helmet right off. See, that's how Maciej Jižní lightly shuts the door, lightly sits down, not shaking the commentary booth, not making me fear for my life. A role model, really, just a genuinely great guy. A role model for all the kids out there who have to sit in the penalty box at one point and threaten the lives of commentators. Behind the back, check call. Vimielka looking for an option. Able to beat the one check of Polak. Vimielka will be doubled by Kuchera and Loscott. Frontek eventually changing to get Barak on for the 5-on-4, sorry, the 4v5. Off the toe of Vimola, that should be a reset for Jižní Město, and it is. Valuable possession here. Barak reads that one like a book, a bad book, not even a good book. In alone. That one's in, and Barak cashes in on the breakaway. Doshli puts a hand up to check all, saying, hey, sorry about that. Matej Barak might have been in the crease before that ball crossed the goal line. Yeah, that's no goal. That's no goal. Matej Barak outran the official and therefore kind of gets away with it, but Matej Jižní asleep at the wheel. Daydreaming of brighter days for Jižní Město as the Custodes have gained a 10-goal advantage over Jižní Město. The Kressel bodies right through Gizal, but Gizal from his back reaches up and takes the ball out of the stick of Kressel. A lot of meat on that play. Bounce pass, Fisher. Belly, Maresh. Has Kressel. See if Kressel wants to run through anybody else. I would call that a heads-up play from Matej Gizal, but it was really a heads-down play as he was ass over tea kettle and reaches up with his stick and able to force that one out of the stick of Kressel. Skip pass, Kuchera. Looking back for Knotek. One-timer, not a one-timer. Up into the netting and a good save there by Tomba. And there we have another one. Knotek adding to his total. Giving the traveling crowd a bit of a show afterwards. Short side. Not sure if that kind of hard to see from the angle there from 5-hole or outside the outside leg, but Carl trying to hold on to his stick and the ball at the same time. Dobiash doing a great job of making this one a play. Brock comes up with it. Bouncer for Carl Mokri. Attaboy, Carl. Carl deploying his signature shaved head hairstyle. His first season in the league. It was on my winter. Oh, Tomasz Czekal almost flips it into his own net, but a great play there. Picks off the pass behind the net, avoids any shenanigans of the dunk attempts or what you may have you. Hayek up ahead. Here comes Loscott. He'll settle it down. 3 minutes to play here. 11-goal lead for LCC. Loscott spinning for Knotek. Knotek trying to make it a 12-goal game. Turned back by Czekal, and here comes Doshli. Doshli looking for the basket catch. Kressel. No real numbers play here. Polak. Shot saved. Tomasz Czekal. Czekal is seeing the ball very well. He's just seeing a lot of balls. Poyers ahead for Pleshmid. Loscott almost gets a touch on that one as well. Stedry. Good check there from Hodan. Takes the stick out of Stedry's hands. Schruta spinning out of pressure. Up for Hayek, and I think we'll have to see this one slow down, but great check there from Martin Hodan to remove the playing equipment of Stedry. Philip Rolik having a rough time on this one. Gets underneath. Of course, what do I know? Oh, Loscott. Just absorbs the contact for Stanek. Stanek not really ready for any contact there. Incidental. Of course, there's all friendliness. Barak. Good pressure on Bambushek. Stedry spins for Fischer. Wrong side for Fischer. Back for Stedry. Stedry. Stanek. Stanek skipping that one off the mark. Another logo shot there for Maresh, but someone's got to stand in the net, get hit with those ones, but Kuchera's going for the middle on this one. Flip past Knotek, behind the back. I don't think it made any contact. Well, how is Knotek still making plays on this? This is certainly going to be a point of discussion for the Jižní Město defense as we do tick just under a minute to play. Polak matching the shooting style of Jižní Město and buries that one in the chest of Tomasz Czekal. Fischer will change. Plakacek, big shot from the outside. I think he might have hit something else beforehand. What a catch from Plakacek. Backdoor, Bambushek again checked loose by Hodan. Hodan doing his best impression of the whirling dervish. 15 seconds to play here. I think Kressel's going to have himself a shot. Gets to the middle. Shot, save, Czekal. Philip Rolik might not get a shot out of this one, but way to finish the game hard for Philip Rolik. You always kind of get a little nervous and everybody going in the corner with about 2-3 seconds to play here. What's going to happen? But everybody comes up nice, fair, and clean, and that's your result. LCC Red running away with this one in the end, but a good fight in the first half from Jižní Město. 20-9 your final score. I'm Brian Weber. Thank you so much for joining this and any and all NBLL 2025 streams. We do invite you to come along with us for any and all future streams. We invite you to follow along on Point Bench, on Instagram, and all that other fun stuff. You know, it's a fun league. Stick around. Have a good night.